Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I am your host, Scott. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. It's November. It's Saturday. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and tell the people that you love them in your life, that you care about them. Because, life is precious. Just recently I found out that my uncle passed away. And, life is very fragile. Life is very precious. So tell the people you care about them, that you love them. Spread the happiness, spread the positivity. And, it goes a long way. And so the title of this episode is exactly what it is. So on Thursday, in Portland, Oregon, at the Moda Center, I saw the Jonas Brothers. And this is my review of said concert. Now, I am somebody who enjoys concerts. I went alone because that's what I do. I go to concerts. I go alone, and I enjoyed myself. Did I know any songs? No. But there is a song that I found out about during the show that I'm like, wow, they kind of won me over. Because they have a song called Waffle House. And if anybody knows me, I love Waffle House. And it's, having deep conversations at the Waffle House. So, but I was very entertained. So doors opened at 5:30. Show didn't start until 7. And that's when the opening band, Lawrence, the band, they weren't bad. I enjoyed. Highly energetic. And never heard of them before. Did a lot of covers, which isn't a bad thing. And then after Lawrence the band, the Jonas Brothers came on. And the concept of the tour was 5 albums, one night. And so before intermission, I do believe they played 18 songs, but a lot of them were mashups, which not a bad thing. And then the last half was also a lot of mashups. Again, not when I say mashups, you're putting like 5 songs in one song. And so you're probably playing maybe a minute 30, 2 minutes of each song, depending on the song. I don't know. Now I was in the 300 section, and it was enjoyable for somebody who wanted to be uncomfortable. Because when I go to concerts, I probably know all the words, and I know the history of the band. I know nothing. I went in blind. I had a lot of fun. And I think if I'm being completely honest with myself, I think it's the most fun I've had in a concert in a very long time. Because normally when I listen, like, excuse me, like last month, I went to see Avenged Sevenfold. Leading up to that, I was listening to their new album, trying to get to know the words and all the cadences, which I'm really bad at, but I try. And this, I did nothing. I knew absolutely nothing. Maybe you heard a few songs in passing, didn't know who they were, right? But I'm gonna be honest. They entertained me. And it was very enjoyable. And am I going to be a super fan? Probably not. But they got my respect. Engaging with a lot of the fans. I'm up in the 300 section, so I like to look around while a lot of people are on stage, and there was times where one of I don't know who's which, and maybe you know who I'm talking about. It's the one that doesn't play any instruments. I don't know who that one is. But the one who doesn't play any instruments at all. I would see him, a fan would hand them their cell phone and he would take a selfie and then hand it back. It's like, that's kind of cool. Now, I don't know a lot of songs. The one I did know, which is Year 37, which is a cover song, which, they that song was pretty good live. I really enjoyed it. Now, another song that I really enjoyed was called Burning Up. I do believe that's the song title. I don't know. All that I know is that it was very fun. There was the song Waffle House, which I really enjoyed. And there was an acoustic song that it meant a lot just hearing it and looking around. It's called Little Bird. And just, they had people that they saw the sign of to announce that they were expecting, and segueing into Little Bird. I thought that was pretty cool. And for a show that was, about 3 hours. It was very, very cool. And I was really, really impressed. And with, the backup singers and the people who play the trumpet and saxophone, etc. Amazing. So it was very impressive. And it's really hard. It's really hard to do a review when I'm not used to going to things that I know nothing about. And that's one of the reasons why I want to take risks, try new things. A couple years ago, I went to see soccer, and that was fun. And so, when I had the opportunity to do this, I jumped at it. Because normally I wouldn't. And I'm glad that I did. Because I tried something new. I got out of my apartment. And it's really hard to point out, but people were there and they were genuinely having fun, and so I'm glad that I was able to have this experience, especially the freedom of not knowing any of the songs, words to any of them, and just savoring that moment of the unknown. Because I didn't know what was coming next. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know the set list. I didn't absolutely nothing. I went in completely blind. And that is very new to me. So kind of happy on that. And there's not much else to say, except with the songs, the pyro, the theatrics, the story that was told for each album, and I thought it was cool, and that's definitely something to say. I give them 10 out of 10. Would I see them again? I don't know. And I'm going to be honest. As I say that out loud, and I don't think I would. And No, I mean, if, somebody says, hey, would you like to see them? My treat. Then yeah, I'm going to. Not going to say no. But I saw them. I saw them once. They're the concept of 5 albums one night. Really intrigued me. Because I'm liking the idea of artists doing 3-hour shows. And back in 2007, I do believe, maybe it was 2007, 2009. That was kind of what Nine Inch Nails did. It was a long concert, playing a lot of songs. I enjoy that kind of vibe. In July, I saw Taylor Swift, who did a 3-hour, 45-minute show. And Jonas Brothers, 3 hours. It's done right. Absolutely. And I know a lot of artists, we play for 45 minutes and that's it. That's what we like to do, and that's what the artist enjoys and what they've rehearsed. But even the old format that I'm used to, I enjoy. Back in October I saw Avenged Sevenfold. But if there's a tour that has a unique style, I'm going to give it a try. Now I still have a long ways to go until August, but I'm seeing. I should be seeing Metallica at the end of August, September of next year in 2024. They're doing a Friday show and a Sunday show that is a no repeat weekend, and they're going through a lot of Metallica songs. And I like that concept. And yet I keep up to, every time that they post the set list that they played for night 1, night 2, and I'm really excited for that. And I got my tickets last year in 2022. And I don't see them until 2024. And that's the next concert, and probably the only event that I get to do until then. I'm okay with that. So I now get to look forward to something in August of next year. And that's a unique concept. And I'm, as somebody who enjoys live music and concerts in general, and getting older, and it's very taxing on me now. Because there were points in my life where I would try to go to every single concert that I can. But now it's just some choice ones. Things that mean something to me, or it's like, you know what, I should do that. And now if something pops up or if somebody invites me to do something, I'm most likely not going to say no because I'm up for whatever. Live the best life you can. Smile more. And just know that, you do the best you can. And for me, if August doesn't happen, if something happens that I'm not able to go, I'm okay with that. I'm used to disappointment. And life is life. Sometimes you have to make choices and decisions that are best for you at the time. So I won't know. And there was a few questions for me are you gonna do this? Wrestling's gonna be in Portland in January, and then there was a few concerts. Like, I can't afford it. It would be nice, but I can't afford it. And you have to make tough decisions, tough choices, and it's like, I was able to do this, and I got the cheapest ticket possible, and again, I went by myself, so I needed to buy one. And I don't buy from resellers. I buy from, Ticketmaster, and try to do via pre-sale if I can. And not always possible. Again, sorry about my chair. Can't afford to get a new chair. But and it doesn't always squeak, but only when I record a squeak. But I had a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed myself. And knowing knowing that I enjoyed myself, and there's some song that I will most likely add to my rotation. And it was a thing that was brought up. It's like, what if you didn't have fun? What if you were annoyed, or it just wasn't your cup of tea? And I would have left. But I enjoyed myself. And I'm going to be honest, I'm like, I'll give it the best. And they turn out to be amazing live. And especially with a few times where the audio cut out. But and I'm gonna be honest. So I've been lucky to see concerts, um, in Seattle, in Canada, in New York, Florida, um, Texas, California. There's just something about seeing a concert at the Motive Center in Portland. They're very special to me. And so it was very nice. And I you have a good time when I took a few pictures and then I sent them to the few people that are in my circle. And I had fun, not knowing things or not, your expectations are so low. They're so minimum that, in a way you kind of expect, the worst case scenario, which my brain defaults to a lot. Like, the worst thing that I can do is get up and leave, right? I don't want to do that. Especially, it's like, I paid, I paid money I don't really have to try something new. And lucky for me, I had a lot of fun. And being able to talk about it, and I've definitely an experience, definitely a few things that I will remember for, my entire life. And it's definitely something that, I don't think I would have. But with me trying new things, trying to, say yes more, do things that I wouldn't normally do, try and live the best life I can while I'm still here. So, yeah. And so one of the things I mention it a lot, and doing things for myself because I want to. Sometimes it's like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to go with other people. And then, I don't really do that thing because, people chose not to do thing with me because, insert excuse here. I'm tired of excuses. So the best excuse is to do it. So why miss out on things that may or may not? Because, I could have had the worst time of my life. But I think I would have been, I'm humble enough to be honest that I would have been glad that I went even if I was miserable. But you don't be miserable if you didn't go. And I'll give you an example. Because I had two options. It was see AEW on November 8th. It was AEW Dynamite. Or the Jonas Brothers, November 9th. 5 albums in one night. And my brain's like, I went to AEW back in January of this year. And, I had fun, but it wasn't something that I'm like, I want to go again. Because I want to do, different things and, and so I'm like, all right, I'll do Jonas Brothers. And I think I made the best decision because I don't regret that decision. If I could have done both, I would have. But I'm not that lucky. And so I had a lot of fun. And I'm going to be honest. Some of the people that I talked to, they were so sweet, so nice. And when, they said, "Oh, are you a big fan?" It's like, no, I like concerts. I'm an avid concert goer. And they're like, "Oh, that's so cool." It's like, are you enjoying yourself? It's like, I am. I honestly can say I'm having fun. It's like, I know nothing, but I'm entertained. And now I get to share that with you. And I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope it's safe. And I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you are here. And thank you for continuing the journey of listening to me. Talk about, at this point, I really, really enjoy being able to talk about all aspects of my life. Being, disabled and mentally ill, and my highs, my lows, and dealing with anxiety, and, this past week has been really hard on me. But I'm here, and going to a concert, knowing nothing, but being able to lose, the worries and the busyness and the anxiety and the stuff that I suffer from that, is really, really hard. And being able to just escape for a few hours, that's some great stuff. And it being Saturday, and I love Saturday. But thank you so much for listening. Until next week. I have no idea what next week will bring. But I'm looking forward to it. Because it's the unknown. And, I know this may sound weird. But, so last week, NASCAR ended. So, my show went up on Saturday because I recorded it on Saturday because I recorded day of and then upload it a couple minutes later because I wait until a couple of minutes before noon, record, and rush to do everything to get it up on time. So the day after my Saturday show, the NASCAR finals, and a big congratulations to Ryan Blaney, the number 12 Penske Ford. It was a good race. Ross Chastain won the race in Phoenix. But yeah, there's NASCAR's done until February. So I for the people who are wondering why I haven't talked about NASCAR since I think Kyle Busch was eliminated, because I like Kyle Busch, and I'm gonna be honest. Since the tail end of my show, and I really wasn't into NASCAR this year. I missed a lot of races. I keep up to date, not all the time, but I've tried new things. And learning new things and having panic attacks and depression and hiding under them covers, because life is gonna get you. But yeah, I'm glad that I went on Thursday, and I don't know what next week will bring, but whatever you are doing in life, chase your dreams, because I believe in you. And if you haven't heard this, attaboy, attagirl, atta whatever you are, you matter in life. And I'm proud of you. Keep on getting after it. Chase your dreams. Because the worst mistake in life is giving up. So, even if you may think your dreams are unattainable, at least try for it. Because then you'll have at least I tried it. At least I attempted to go for it. And you deserve amazing things to happen to your life. As do I deserve amazing things to happen to me. And I'm still waiting. So I love you all. I'm glad that you are here. Glad that you listen to me, and if you are somebody new, hi. And also, this is what happens when I don't get enough sleep. And so I got home Thursday. I went to bed about 1 a.m. I woke up at 2 p.m. Friday. And it's almost noon my time. I'm still up. So, yeah, I'm kind of wired, kind of going through a lot of stuff. But I'm just glad that I can share these type of stuff and be happy. And thank you for being here, because it means a lot to me. So this is a snippet of a review of Jonas Brothers. They Were Amazing Live. So that was cool. So until next week, I bid you all adieu.